Good morning. It's Saturday, May 25th, Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to do a little garden update. It's beautiful outside. We'll start here in the basement. Down here I have parsley and cucumbers. And some of these cucumbers, look at the date. That's been there for a month. We only need 2 plants, and they haven't come up. So a week ago, we planted a whole bunch more in case some of the seeds aren't viable. So we'll see. The parsley's not actually behind yet. We planted those when we were supposed to. Hopefully they'll come up in the next couple days. Here are the remaining nightshades. Let's start over here. This set we're giving away. The tomato plants look a little rough. It's the lower leaves that don't get enough light. They kind of crinkle up and die. But the ones on top look fine. So these plants, I think, are still perfectly viable as long as they get planted deep. The peppers, however, look fantastic. These are 2 Thai chilies we're going to give the neighbors. Look really good. Another tomato plant we're going to give away. I think that's a lemon boy. These are jalapenos that we're giving away. Really big. I mean, it's got to be about a foot tall, that one on the right. And then over here are the pepper plants that we're going to keep. Front one's a banana pepper, Thai chili back there, and a jalapeno. So hopefully we'll get those planted outside today. Look who shows up right when the work's done. Thanks, Apollo. All right, it is slightly later, excuse me, on May 25th. And I'm going to do a little outdoor garden update. I was going to do this later after I got new things planted and things kind of moved around, but I decided I'm going to do it now because we have to actually remove a plant, and that might take a little while. So anyway, off we go. Sun Gold cherry tomato. Sorry about the wind as usual. About 2 feet tall. It's got flowers. Don't know if those will get pollinated. Kind of doubt it, but plant looks really good. We're weaving it through the trellis, so that's all looking positive. These peas were so tall they were connected to the chicken wire. I put chicken wire over the top of all of this at night, and the peas were latched onto it, so might be done with the chicken wire, but those look great. Really, really healthy. Vermont cranberry dry shelling beans. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them in there. Out of, I think we wanted 8 or 9. So it's pretty good. We might add a couple more. See if they go, but that'll be good. That'll be plenty. Lemon boy tomato with radishes planted around it. A little slower than the cherries, but looks fine. Carrots getting true leaves. So those look good. We've got all of them in there. I think, 16? Lettuce. I forget which kind this is. Butter Crunch, maybe. Looks really good. We'll probably cut a little bit of that today, but generally want to let it grow a little longer. Kale looks great. Maybe in a couple weeks we can start taking some off of that. Scallions. They're really small, but they're growing. More lettuce. Probably won't take anything from that this weekend, but they're all really healthy. Oregano. The basil looks like it's going to survive, as I've said. Still got these crispy leaves from them getting kind of bleached by the sun, but there is new growth. So we'll see how it comes along, but I feel good about it. More scallions with some maple copters. Whoops. These are a little bit older than these ones, so a little bit bigger. Chard, various conditions. This one looks great. This one, not so much, but overall they're all growing and looking pretty good. I'm confident that they'll come around. More lettuce. This is the heirloom cutting mix. We've got some of this red stuff and then some of this more butter crunch looking green stuff. Really coming along nicely. Beets with more maple copters, but these are looking pretty good. Excuse me. These ones are, I think, a week older, maybe 2 weeks older. So you can see they've got true leaves. And and they're coming along pretty well. Okay, over here, my favorite, sun sugar cherry tomato. It's doing really well. Looks really healthy. It's getting on the trellis there, so happy with that. It's also got some early flowers. Green beans, we'll have to plant some more of those, but they look okay. Peas, these have grabbed onto the trellis, so looking good. Radishes, these are the biggest ones we have. I don't know, no, we can't really see the root yet, but they're growing really nicely. Harvest those in a couple weeks, hopefully. Spinach. We have to remove this spinach today. Luckily, it's plenty big enough to harvest, but we've got to put a chili pepper plant, this chili pepper plant, in that spot. Hate to cut those out because we could probably get several weeks more harvest from them, but the schedule demands that the plant go in, the chili plant, so that's that. More chard. Planted those a little tight together, but they look really good. Kind of small, but they're healthy. Man, what are these? What does that say? Carrot? I don't know. Whatever. Carrots are... Yeah, let's go with carrot. Anyway, they look good. This is probably our healthiest chard plant. This is probably our least healthy. And the other two look okay. This too might even perk up. This spot has lettuce, heirloom lettuce. These two never came up. We tried replanting them with no success. Maybe we'll try again. Probably. That could be lettuce though. This spot is still empty for now. We'll plant something in it soon. I forget what, but more spinach. We'll cut a bunch of that today. Kale. Not as robust as the other one, but still looks good. More butter crunch lettuce. We could probably take a little bit of that today. Looks great. More basil. Yikes. Like this one will probably survive. Maybe that one. These other two, who knows. This is empty, and then these are chives, which are largely up, but very small. Okay, let's turn around to the new bed here. Today we're going to plant this banana pepper in this spot. On the side here we've got some marigolds, I guess I should mention. They're really small, but they're coming. So that'll go right there. This is, I believe, our Roma tomato. And again, it's got a flower. That's not good, but we transplanted it a week or two ago, and it's looking good. It's coming along. Got some bonus radishes here along the edges just to fill the space. Here's some lettuce, butter crunch. Gotta thin these out, but again, fill in the space. The next spot, today we'll plant this jalapeno pepper from the basement that I showed you earlier. That's a nasturtium, as is that. This one got eaten. Radishes, again, just kind of filling up the edges. A brandywine tomato. Wasn't looking too good in the basement, but it's really come along. More butter crunch lettuce. Maybe I already mentioned that, sorry. This spot, Well, I don't know what we're going to do with this. Anyway, I'm sure there's a plan. We planted heirloom lettuce here. Looks like maybe there's only that one, this one, left. Whatever. More marigolds here. That one's got true leaves coming in. And this last spot we'll put in corn the next week or two. Okay, that's the whole garden picture. And I'm gonna do a little bit more content showing you how much spinach I pick. And we'll do just a little bit of cooking with that spinach. Okay, so I cut out that spinach plant to make room for the chili pepper and cut a little bit more spinach from the other plant, or spot, I guess. And cut some lettuce, and we ended up here with, if you do the math, about 6 ounces of spinach. These leaves are nice and big and they're tender. And this is probably about 2 ounces of lettuce. Oh, and one maple chopper. Wonderful. See ya. We've got a mixture here of some of our microgreens and some of our lettuce and spinach from the garden, along with some store-bought stuff that we had sitting around. We're going to mix those with this chicken, seasoned with yogurt and cumin and curry powder and lemon juice. And have a nice salad. That's it for today. Thank you all for watching and have a great Memorial Day weekend.